If you want to free Sudan, then you have to talk about it, comment about it. Yesterday, I said Sudan is in a civil war. Some people replied that it's actually a proxy war. To be precise, Sudan is in a foreign-backed proxy-style civil war. Why call it a civil war? Because even without outside help, the warlords would still fight each other for power. For now, it's a good thing people are finally paying attention to Sudan. If no one talks about it, that'll be the most hopeless Sudan. But foreign intervention has made the war bigger, longer, and crueler. Among the foreign actors, the UAE's crimes are the most unforgivable. The UAE supports the Rapid Support Forces in RSF, which have committed many crimes against humanity. In return, the UAE gets Sudan's gold. Why don't West mainstream media report much on this? Because the UAE is rich in oil and is the key ally for the West in balancing against Iran. They see Iran as the enemy of Israel and the United States, you know that, right? West medias don't want to punish the UAE, they prefer to protect it. But still, as the war worsened, the UN finally held an emergency meeting on November 30th, after the massacre in El Fasher. Who called for the meeting? Normally, it would be Russia's job this month as chair of the Security Council, but Russia is one of the countries backing a side in the Sudan war, so it stayed passive. Instead, the UK, Sudan's former colonial ruler, called the meeting. Sudan itself asked for $100 million in emergency aid. In the end, member countries condemned the violence, opposed any parallel government, and called for renewed peace talks. As for sanctioning the Rapid Support Forces, they said it needs further discussion. You see, the UAE is protected by the West, so it stays untouched. No sanctions, no consequences. Of course, the UAE also denies wrongdoing. It claims that the Sudanese armed forces, supported by Turkey, Iran, Russia, and Qatar, is actually the one committing war crimes like Africa's Hamas, and they are framing the RSF. At its core, Sudan's crisis comes down to two problems. Number one, warlords fighting for power. Number two, a population the country can no longer sustain. The power struggle has made an already poor country even weaker, unable to support its 40 to 50 million people. As for Sudan's future, only has two possible outcomes. Number one, strong UN intervention, forcing a ceasefire and a fragile peace. But rebuilding will be extremely difficult, because warlords who aren't fully defeated might rise up again. Number two, one side wins completely, ending the war by force. Whether that side can actually govern the country is another question, but even that would be better than endless war. But for now, the most meaningful thing global citizens can do is to keep talking about Sudan, keep it in the news, discuss it in the comments, and keep public pressures alive. That's the only way to push the UN and world powers to act. Otherwise, the war will continue until one side is destroyed and the millions of ordinary Sudanese will remain the greatest victims. So if you truly want to free Sudan, keep watching, keep commenting, and keep Sudan visible to the world. That's the only way to save lives and to free Sudan. Follow me on Eastern Perspective to see the world out.